And now the valedictorian of the class of 2026, Caylin Perry.
Good evening. To my mom, dad, all of my family, my classmates' families, and friends, thank you for being here with us tonight to celebrate our one final achievement as Pembroke students. I know you will join me in my gratitude and appreciation to the board members, administrators, faculty, and staff who have been instrumental in getting us all here this evening. It is an honor to be the valedictorian of the class of 2026. If I'm going to be honest, two things got me here: stress and Roblox. I'm obviously kidding. What really got me here was hard work, friendship, and most importantly, appreciation. When we appreciate something, we recognize its value, quality, or significance. Appreciation isn't gratitude, exactly, but showing gratitude can be a part of appreciation. Appreciation goes beyond just being thankful. Appreciation means recognizing and enjoying the worth, goodness, or experience of a particular moment. It's easy to appreciate something good or beautiful, but it's important to appreciate more than that. Now, I'm not saying we have to appreciate every minuscule detail of every moment of our lives, but I am saying we need to stop every now and then and acknowledge the things that don't seem worthy or good. We don't need to recognize that without a variety of experiences, even ones that are challenging or stressful, we wouldn't be who we are today. I admit that it's difficult to appreciate challenging or stressful situations, but the effort is necessary. Think, for instance, about the times our class joined forces to plead a case for an extension on an English or social studies assignment. Or remember a time when an adult in our lives held us accountable for a less than intelligent decision we made. These experiences were certainly stressful and unpleasant, but in hindsight, we can appreciate them. They helped us learn, grow, and be ready for the challenges ahead. How can we not appreciate something like that? Appreciation helps us recognize that every moment, whether disastrous or fortunate, gives back to us in some shape or form. I also like to think of appreciation as an ability to see the beauty in the things that aren't typically considered beautiful. We don't need to love something to appreciate it. What matters is that we understand its significance. Failures can be pretty ugly, but they can also be just as valuable as victories. We just need the right perspective, and that perspective is appreciation. In the wise words of Captain Jack Sparrow, the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. And I couldn't agree more. Life is going to repeatedly throw lemons at us, and that is the simple truth. However, we shouldn't let those lemons make fools of us. Instead of avoiding the sourness, we need to appreciate that that lemon gave us an opportunity to grow. I'm not saying we should celebrate our failures for the lessons we might learn. I am saying we should look at our failures as opportunities to learn, to appreciate them for giving us the chance to change now and not later. The last 6 years of junior high and high school have been memorable, to say the least. And if we want to get nitpicky, we can just say the last 14 years have been interesting. For you to watch each of these students grow into the people they are today, and for me to grow alongside them, has indeed been an experience, but I wouldn't want it any other way. Each of us on stage has played some kind of role in every other person's life here, without even realizing it. The impact goes beyond just being a familiar face, and it isn't about who we were or weren't friends with. Over the years, we've all experienced situations with each other that equally have made us laugh as well as tested our patience. That is why I would like each of us to take a moment and appreciate our peers. Friends or not, we have all contributed to who we are today. We wouldn't be sitting here today without the ups and downs of our everyday experiences with one another. Some of those experiences were beautiful and good, but others were not what we would typically consider beautiful. That's life and is something we should appreciate. Plus, a little appreciation has never hurt anyone. Appreciation doesn't need to be a big production either. It can be quiet. Sometimes appreciation is just looking back at old memories and deciding to cherish them forever. No words, just remembrance. It is the small moments with friends, family, classmates, teachers, and even strangers that show us just how beautiful our lives can be, especially when we hadn't realized it ourselves. Someone or something got us to this stage today, be it a close friend, teacher, sport, or maybe even slight FOMO. We all had our main reasons for trying to get here, but what about the things in between? The little things. The oddness about little things is that they always seem inconsequential, as if they have no effect on our lives. In reality, though, they are the things we should appreciate the most. They are the moments where we don't consider consequences and we just do. A majority of life is full of the little moments, moments we can't really pick out, but we know they were there somewhere. And a bunch of those little moments have been spent here at Pembroke for the last 14 years. They were the off-topic conversations as a class, the bus rides to and from games, the 10 periods with our teachers, the mornings before first period, and even at our lunch tables. Now looking back, maybe we can only see a blurry memory, but it's those little moments that we should appreciate a little more. As we all move on to the next chapter of our lives, I hope we find the success high school helped us start, but I also hope we make or continue the effort to appreciate the new friends we meet, the awkward interactions, the mistakes, the new interests, and most importantly, the moments we have yet to experience. Yes, life is too short to dwell on the past, but to not dwell on the past is all like it is forgetting it even happened. Remember, we are who we are today because of who we were yesterday. So as we take our final step together, take a piece of advice from me. If it ever feels like the world is crashing and burning, go outside, appreciate the little things, and remember that there is beauty to be found in the most unexpected places. Sometimes to find it, all we have to do is take a walk. Thank you.